In 1973, David Bowie had shed the Ziggy Stardust alter ego that made him famous. He took a long holiday in Rome and began work on a rock opera of George Orwell's 1984. He was unable to secure the rights to the book and the project was shelved. But the songs became the basis for the LP Diamond Dogs. Meanwhile, Bowie's management company, Main Man, was spending all his money. Employees at offices around the world enjoyed lavish expense accounts and luxurious accommodations. Main Man was developing a roster of other artists and had various side projects that were being financed by Bowie's success. RCA said that his record sales were now in the millions, yet Bowie found himself broke. As 1974 began, Bowie went into the studio to work on Diamond Dogs. The album was dark and foreboding, reflecting David's mood. He was taking lots of cocaine. He didn't sleep or eat. During this period, Bowie met the author William Burroughs, whose cut-up style of writing became an influence on Bowie's approach to lyrics. New songs such as We Are the Dead and Sweet Thing were the first examples of Bowie's use of Burroughs' technique. For the Diamond Dogs tour, Bowie employed Broadway-style production and lighting to create an urban wasteland overrun with howling dogs. The gigantic set cost almost $500,000 to build. It took stagehands 36 hours to put it together. Diamond Dogs drew sellout crowds and got rave reviews. No one had ever seen a rock show like this. But the cost of the tour were greater than the box office receipts, and Main Man once again lost money. During a break in the tour, Bowie visited Sigma Sound Studios in Philadelphia, home of the R&B hitmakers Gamble and Huff. In a cocaine-fed creative frenzy, Bowie wrote and recorded an album's worth of songs in only 8 days. He drew on the Philly sound to create his own blend of soul music. In September, David moved to Los Angeles. Elizabeth Taylor introduced him to John Lennon, in whom Bowie found a sympathetic friend. John had endured the same ordeals of stardom and shared some advice with the frazzled Bowie. When David resumed the Diamond Dogs tour, he scrapped the urban set and introduced his new Philly songs. He added new musicians from the Sigma sessions, including unknowns Luther Vandross and David Sanborn.
Everybody young knows how to rock and roll. Listen, take something good. Everybody's going to it.
To give the show a visual pic, the lighting was a complex and dizzying array of colors and moving spots. Bowie himself appeared in Puerto Rican-style street clothes, with box jackets, pegged trousers, and a thigh chain. The radical changes in mid-tour plunged him even further into debt. After the tour, Bowie returned to New York to mix the tracks he had recorded in Philadelphia. John Lennon was invited to the studio, where the two discussed at length Bowie's legal entanglement with Tony DeFries. The two co-wrote and recorded a song called Fame that became David's first #1 hit in America.
Hey, what you need is to know. Hey, what you get is no tomorrow. Hey, and what you need you have to borrow.
Bowie learned that he was under contract as an employee and not a legal partner in the company he had financed. He sued to sever ties with Tony DeFries and Main Man. The release of Young Americans found Bowie finally in control of his career, creatively and financially. The album was a soulful collection of songs, a real departure for Bowie. He was finally achieving the level of success in America that he had in the UK.